Of Fitz, if you want a guy who can squeeze the rock inside the rim, we present to you the Big Ten's top scorers on the men's side. Of course, Nick Martinelli just under 23 points per game, but we saw Illinois shut him down on Wednesday night. The three transfers in the middle, Wilkerson, Boyd, Tyson, all averaging about 20. Of Bruce Thornton, and another transfer, Bennett Sturtz, among those guys, averaging more than 19 points per game. Just outside that top six is USC's Chad Baker-Mazara. Andy Katz is back with us. An update from Eric Musselman and the Trojans on the injury.
Yeah, this is good news with the injury because it looked really significant the other night when they beat Indiana. He didn't play in the second half with his knee injury, but Eric Musselman texting me and telling me that Chad Baker-Mazara has a grade 1 knee sprain, will not practice Thursday or Friday before they leave for their trip to Penn State and Ohio State, so a big road trip for USC. But this is good news, I put, sort of in my own quotes, because it looked worse when he didn't play in that second half. Remember, Elijah Arena scored 29 in that victory over Indiana. So sounds like he will be back at some point, which is good news for the Trojans.
And if you can afford to rest him in that first game against Penn State, where you're the more talented of the two teams, you give him an extra couple of days before you get into a game against Ohio State that is really critical for both those teams in terms of their NCAA tournament hopes. Let's transition to the list of some of those scores that we saw. Lamar Wilkerson, part of that Indiana contingent that is helping Darren DeVries do, I think, more than many of us expected in year one. And Nick Dorn has been huge as of late. We are discussing guys who now fit inside the program, and those two guys seemingly have been the kind of fit that is getting Indiana back on the right side of the bubble.
Yeah, I mean, you heard what Curt Cignetti said. It's all about fit, not about ratings. And you've got Wilkerson from Sam Houston State, Dorn from Elon. But what did Indiana need in this roster to complement, because he knew he was getting Tucker DeVries, his son, is they needed scoring and they needed three-point shooting. Now, Dorn was hurt earlier in the season, but he had an unbelievable effort at UCLA. He was my National Player of the Week with what he did on that road trip to UCLA and obviously the week before when they actually that last week was Purdue and UCLA. The USC game was this past week. So yeah, the fit works for Indiana, and it's why they've got a great shot to not just be in the tournament, but maybe be a decent seed. We'll see.
Indiana picked up that massive win on the road in double OT against UCLA, a UCLA team that welcomed in Donovan Dent, who was one of the top scorers in the country a year ago, to a team that was already filled with veterans and guys that wanted the ball. There were times, Andy, when I have questioned whether this was the right fit, and there are times when it's looked like the perfect fit. What's your take on Donovan Dent with Mick Cronin?
Well, first of all, he's a great example of a great bounce back, because when he came out of high school in Southern California, and this is right after it was around the Tiger Campbell finishing his career at UCLA, but he wasn't the right fit then for UCLA because he wasn't ready. Richard Pitino recruits him to New Mexico. He obviously blossoms by the end of his time at New Mexico as the Mountain West Conference Player of the Year. And so it made sense for him to bounce back to Southern California and play for UCLA. But early on, he didn't play well. Sky Clark played really well. And then Sky Clark gets hurt, so Donovan Dent has to step up, and he has. He's part of the main reason that UCLA has sort of resuscitated its season.
The one no-brainer to me in terms of fits, in terms of new guys, new faces, and new places, Bennett Sturtz at Iowa, because of his history with Ben McCollum and because McCollum basically never takes him off the floor.
But was he a fit in the Big Ten? We didn't know this. Okay, Bennett Sturtz has answered the bell at each level. I mean, look, you can score, you can play, you should be able to play at any level, but you need to do it. Northwest Missouri State, Division II. Then Drake, Missouri Valley. Now Iowa in the Big Ten, where everyone's a little bigger, stronger. He hasn't missed a beat. So, yes, of course he's the right fit because he's played well for McCollum at each of those three spots. But could his game elevate along the way? And it has, which has made him not just one of the best players in the Big Ten, but certainly a potential lottery pick.
And a guy who constantly is working on the conditioning because, like I said, he basically never, ever comes off the floor. Wisconsin is fascinating to me because you had John Blackwell. You went out and got Nick Boyd. And even those who know this program really well wondered, could Boyd and Blackwell coexist? Early on, it wasn't really working. The last couple of weeks, it has worked really well. And this is what Wisconsin, I think, this is what Greg Gard envisioned the Badgers being.
Yeah, I mean, think about his career. I mean, FAU to the Final Four, goes for a year to San Diego State in terms of Boyd, where he was never the guy. And in this case, he's still not the only guy because of Blackwell. But John Blackwell clearly is a player who benefits playing off of someone as well, the way he did with John Tonje last season. And it might not be to Blackwell's benefit to have all that weight on his shoulders. And Nick Boyd came in as a scorer, shooter, and a leader, which this team desperately needed, certainly after losing Tonje. So it has been a great fit. Maybe took a little bit longer, but that's okay. And now they're playing really well, and they're one of the hotter teams of the Big Ten.
No matter who Dusty May brings to Ann Arbor, it seems to fit, right? Last year we said there's no way you can have Vlad Golden, who came with you from FAU, and Danny Wolf from Yale and play 2 7-footers at the same time. It worked perfectly. This year, Daimara not working out at UCLA. He goes to Michigan. Yaxa Lendeborg has been as good, if not better, than we thought he would be. And Merez Johnson, who everybody wanted coming out of Illinois, even with the other guys in Michigan, decides to go into Ann Arbor. This big three has led Michigan all the way to being number 2 in the country.
Yeah, I talked to Dusty May last week about this, that he's 2 for 2 in sort of, the chemistry projects of putting all these groups together.
Oh, and by the way, we didn't throw Elliot Cadeau in that mix, who's also been fantastic.
Right, and who had to blend with Roddy Gale and Namari Burnett. So, I mean, there were holdovers that they all had to get along. But what's great is, and this is also, I think, a byproduct, what we're seeing in men's college basketball and women, is that you now get them on campus in June. And there used to be so many restrictions about what you could do in the summer. But they have time to work together. And this started way back in June, the fact that the 3 of these guys could actually blend. But they all do add a little bit something different in the way they play, up front. And obviously winning breeds happiness and confidence. And it's really 2 years in a row, Michigan's done a great job with their front court.
I spoke with Namari Burnett earlier this week, and I said, what is it about Yaxel? I'm watching that Michigan State game, and I'm like, yeah, he's playing fine. And the next thing you know, you look and he's got 26 and 14. He said, dude is an absolute unicorn. He says, we have no idea how he's doing it, but he's in the right place for 40 consecutive minutes in every game. He is a guy that is going to do special things, not just the remainder of this year, but at the next level as well. All right, it's time.